Alright, so I have a little story, but before I start, I'm just gonna warn you that, I am gonna be talking about alcohol in this story. So if you aren't comfortable with hearing about that kind of stuff, then I just recommend you click away. But if you want to hear, then let's begin. Alright, let's first have an understanding that I did not, in this story, or ever in my life, have taken alcohol or any sort of drugs. I'm a good kid. I don't take that illicit consumables, boys. I'm on that good go home, play video games every day. Now, basically, for those of you who don't know, I basically every day, if I have to go anywhere, I either take my parents drive me somewhere because I literally just got my learner's license, so I haven't even driven a car yet. Or if it's in walking distance, I walk to the said destination. But I'm occasionally just trying to use the bus more and more. Well, on Friday, I decided to go to the mall, and I had to take a bus because my family was busy. So I take the bus, I get to the mall. I ended up staying there for a few hours, I'm pretty sure. But, and I also ended up leaving the store buying a Lego Star Wars Naboo Starfighter Microfighter set, those little ones. When I'm done, I go to the bus stop, and I'm waiting there, and when I get on, nothing really bad happens. I kind of embarrass myself because I have a card, which is like a bus pass, and I for the first, 5 seconds, I was putting it in the wrong area. I was tired. I didn't realize I was putting it on, the interface rather than the scanner, so that was kind of embarrassing. A few stops later, this one gentleman gets on the car, and the first thing I notice is he's holding what appears to be an alcohol bottle. I'm saying what appears to be because at first I kind of thought it wasn't. At the end, I knew it had to be. I know it sounds like you don't know what an alcohol bottle sounds like. Listen, and I don't do any of this, so, there's no reason for me to, see what an alcohol bottle looks like. I know that sounds stupid. I just, I'm not the type of dude to just look at a bottle and just admire the form of how it was created. But yeah, also I thought that there was no way this dude brought one on board because I was 99% sure that alcohol is illegal on buses. You can't have it out on a bus. And obviously later I figured out that of course had to be true. I thought maybe you could have it on, in the area I live, just because no one was saying anything about it and the bus driver didn't say anything about it. I think maybe because the bus driver didn't see him have it on him. So at first I thought maybe, he's allowed to have it on there. And I was just analyzing the dude. I know that sounds weird. I just wanted to see if he was just drinking it now, or maybe he was under the influence. I'll just say that. And then I noticed that every time the bus had to stop on a stoplight or one of the bus stops, he kind of shifted, kind of swayed quite a bit, a little bit more than what a normal person was. So maybe I thought, okay, maybe he might be, again, under the influence. And then I was debating if I should tell the bus driver, and I ultimately was about to, but I decided to not, because there's a few good other people in that area, older than me, and none of them seem to really care. So maybe I thought, okay, maybe people are fine with it, and maybe it is allowed. Again, learning later, it isn't. So that was one reason, and two, I don't want to create a disturbance. This guy didn't really look like he was bothering anyone because he's one seat away from me. So if I got up and the bus driver a few seats down, go to him, tell him, yeah, there's a guy, I don't know if he's allowed to be drinking on this bus, and then he has to deal with it, and then maybe the guy gets mad or something because of me. I don't want to be that guy to stop the bus and then that thing would happen. I mean, it would have been for a cooler story, but at that time I was like, I don't want to be hated on the bus. I don't think I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I am a pretty paranoid person. I just, am in a state of panic, occasionally for no reason at all. I'm not even joking. Yesterday while I was trying to go to sleep, I heard something hit the floor, and I know most people would think that something just fell onto the floor, some object, or maybe a family member dropped something. What my first thought was? I thought someone was breaking in. I was not joking. I was ready to do that 720 Palpatine, screw flip out of there. I was ready to bolt it, literally. I'm about to be so fast that Usain Bolt can't even see me. I'm just gonna be a blur. I was a little uncomfortable being near him because of a previous story. I've been paranoid being on buses slightly, and I'll tell you in a bit why. I didn't even think about looking behind me to see if there was room. I just at first thought the bus was crowded. I didn't actually look back, or I did look back, but I didn't fully realize, hey, there's no one sitting back there. Maybe I should go back there. And then the next sign I had, telling me this guy probably had one too many was that, well, he started saying stuff under his breath. I couldn't really hear him too much, but he was just saying stuff. No one else was really around him, or he wasn't with anyone, so I thought he was just talking to himself or talking to someone just under his breath. Couldn't really hear what he was saying because it was kind of quiet. And then I was like, you know what, I'm just getting off the bus. So I get off at the next stop. So yeah, I get off at the stop. I actually didn't really know where I was. I looked on Google Maps and it says I was like 1.8 miles away from my house. I'd have probably told someone, but like people seemed fine with it. And then I thought more people would have been mad if I just kind of had to hold the bus off, because if this guy wasn't complying or something and the bus driver had to do something. I know some of you guys might have just stayed on that bus if you were in that situation. I cowered out, and the reason is that like literally last year in the summertime, I was with my like mom and sister, and basically had to visit some family, and we took the bus back because, you know, we didn't bring the car. And then there's this one guy. I believe he had a Russian accent, or just what sounded like a Russian accent. That's not really important. I just wanted to bring that up. But my mom was speaking to me in Hindi because my parents are from India, and they were speaking to me in Hindi about. Now, for those of you who don't know, my parents are both from India, and like I was born in Canada, like. Quick fact to know about me, but my parents were born in India. So my mom was speaking Hindi to me. I forgot what she was saying. Something about like doing something when we get back home, like taking a shower or something. I don't know exactly what she said. But then this guy heard, and then he went on a rant about just stuff that was racist. I didn't really say anything because, again, I'm not like the most confrontational person. But then he started saying that like this is when Canada like turned 150 years old, right? So he said, you probably don't even know how old Canada is, or something along the lines. And I was about to say 150 years to him, but my mom basically restrained me, telling me that these type of people we ignore. So I didn't do that. So after that, I've been paranoid of people on buses. But yeah, that's gonna end it. And since I have mentioned alcohol, it's only, you know, right/appropriate to mention that you should never drink alcohol until you are at the legal age. You know, and even if you're at the legal age, if you don't want to drink alcohol, don't. You know, no one should force you. But yeah, I hope you like this video. I don't know why I wanted to mention it, just because it's probably the most interesting thing that happened to me. I don't know, my life isn't that exciting. But yeah, it's going to end it off for this video, guys. Ended up getting a 33 and 4 so far in the video, so that's pretty good. But yeah, I've been Ace Spacey. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like, as I will truly appreciate it. And more of my videos like this one, or just other content I make, hit that subscribe button, as it will, again, really help me out. I'm trying to hit 50 subscribers by the end of like October. If you help me with that goal, I will truly appreciate it. But yeah, it's been Ace Spacey. Peace out, everyone.